said while hanging on the cross, God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So even in a moment of extreme pain, of heartache, heartbreak, torture, just think about all the emotions. If you were to be hung, the betrayal, the feeling like you just been slapped in the face, you've been stepped on, you've been pushed to the side, for people to want to kill you. What kind of emotions as a human being would be running through your mind if you knew that you were on trial and that the people decided to murder you? How would you feel if you knew you were innocent, if you knew you had not committed a crime and you were being convicted of it? Would you still say, God, forgive them? Or would you think all the negative things in the world? Oh, I hope they burn in hell. I hope they get what's coming to them. I hope this and I hope that and I hope. No. God was patient with us. God himself, we sinned. Adam and Eve sinned, and it broke the covenant between us and God. It separated us from God. And God still, even after we sinned and we had everything in life that you could ever ask for. We were made perfect, put in a perfect place. God gave us everything. He thought about our every need, want, desire, feeling, emotion, and he satisfied them when he created Adam and Eve. Gave them everything. But everything wasn't good enough. They had to have the one thing he said for them not to have. Because that's our nature as humans. We are selfish and we are impatient. Instead of waiting to find out why he told us not to eat it, they just went and ate it. And there's so much more to this story. But the part that I'm trying to get at is that even after that, God said, you know what? These are my children I created. And I know they're sinning and they're living horrible lives and they're doing horrible things. They don't even believe in me. They don't talk to me, but I still love them. I love them enough to send myself in the flesh, in the form of Jesus, to be persecuted and die for them. I love them just enough. So he was patient. He sent his son. And Jesus grew to the age of 30 years old before he performed his first miracle. So God was patient because of his love for us. Ephesians 4:2 says, always be humble and gentle. Be patient with each other, making allowance for each other's faults because of your love. God made allowance for our faults. He knew that even with Jesus as the ultimate sacrifice, there would still be some of you who don't believe, or who don't reverence him, or don't appreciate what he's done. But he still did it. He still sacrificed. He still loves. Jesus is a gift that keeps on giving. So if Jesus can be so patient with us, I've said this before, what if he got to the point where, what if God ever said, you know what, my daughter, I'm tired of telling you no. I'm tired. I'm tired of instructing you. I've given you the Bible, word, word, word. You don't read it. You don't listen to me. I tell you go left and you go right. I tell you travel up and you travel down. I tell you don't pick that spouse and you pick him anyway. I tell you don't take that job, but you take that job anyway. It seems like we always do the exact opposite of what God is calling us to do. But even after that, even in the middle of us choosing something away from him, even after us choosing the world before him, he still loves and he still sits there. Sometimes I just wrap my arms around myself and I just say, God, I just want to hold you. Just like your grandpa and your grandmother, and you just go and you just wrap yourself in their arms. Do you realize how patient God is being with you every day? The little flaws and the little mistakes, He's so patient. He doesn't put us on trial for those things. He doesn't take away our salvation. He doesn't take away His blessing. Even when we're living a sinful life and doing things that He has told us not to do, He still blesses us. He never gives up. That is so patient. It's crazy patience. It's crazy. It's impossible. But it's possible because of God. An oak tree that you may sit under, that you go and picnic and you look at it for all its beauty and how strong and bold and big the tree is. It takes 30 years. You plant an oak tree and it takes 30 years to bloom. And it takes all of 30 minutes to cut it down. If we would realize how important patience is. I remember hearing as a child, sometimes it's better to listen than to speak. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth so we can listen twice as much as we talk. I remember hearing it, and I'm a talker. And I have to choose sometimes. When someone offends me or does something that I don't like, I can snap back in an instant. Petty is on fleek. I'm ready. I'm ready to say something. I'm ready to give my opinion. I'm ready to voice myself. This is something that I'm working on. Because for 13 years when I was suffering and I was in a bad place, I was unable to speak for myself. So now I'm at the point where I'm bold. I got Jesus. I know He's given me everything I've asked for. So I tend to voice my opinion. It's not always a bad thing, but it ain't always a good thing either. I told myself the other day, sometimes, Joanna, some things are better left unsaid. I'm practicing patience with myself because I'm not going to beat myself down for not being perfect, because I'll never be. With God's grace, I can be perfect in Him. But on my own, I'm never going to be perfect. And frankly, I don't want to be. I think imperfections are beautiful. But I'm practicing patience with myself, and I'm practicing patience with those around me. Like I said last week, there's something that can upset you so much, but the minute you start to speak about it, I had a situation that frustrated me, and I called my friend to talk about it. And as I started to tell her the story, I started to realize how stupid it was, that I was frustrated for nothing. So now not only have I wasted my time, I've wasted her time by speaking to her about it, and not about a situation that didn't matter. Wasted her time, wasted my time. I've complained, and I'm building my persona up to be a person that just complains all the time, instead of taking that in and being patient and trying to see, what? It's not always what it looks like. It's not always what it seems. God is so patient with us. So we need to practice patience. We need to put on the garment of patience. We need to be patient with ourselves and with God's people. Patience is key. Galatians 5:22. But the Holy Spirit produces this kind of fruit in our lives: love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, patience. It's a gift. It's a gift from God. It's a gift. It's something that we have within us because the Holy Spirit lives within us. So let's practice patience. And y'all have patience with me as I'm growing and learning more and trying to be more interactive with my podcast family. Be patient with me. I'm being patient with you because we're on this journey together. Don't y'all ever forget that. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Please share the podcast, put it on your story, Facebook, Instagram. Joanna Lynn, I am Joanna Lynn. We are broadcasting on Apple, Spotify, Google, Podbean. I'm thinking about getting into iHeart. Y'all let me know if that would be beneficial to you. Please share, 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 subscribe, leave me a rating. Let your girl know what she can do to improve. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you with all of my heart. Let's go out into the world and let's be patient with our family, with our friends, and with those that we don't encounter in everyday life. Let's continue being patient because that's what God has done for us. And if God can do it, we can simply just try and attempt and strive to be just as good as He is. Because we were created in His image. So be patient, y'all. Express your love. Be kind. Be grateful. Be humble. And enjoy your day. I love y'all. Mwah.